Hey everybody, welcome back to the ChatGTM Podcast, brought to you by Inktank GTM. It's Michael Beck reporting live here from the Restaurant Leadership Conference in the beautiful, what is it, JW Marriott?
Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, Arizona. She's like, we've been here all the time, why don't you know, dude? Anyways, I am here with Natalia with a little company called Pryze.
Yes.
What is Pryze?
Pryze is the app that finally gets employees off of their cell phones at work.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh, okay, so let's walk this back a step. So the app that gets employees off their cell phones at work. It sounds like my mom saying get off that thing.
Yeah, but you don't listen to your mom, do you?
No, I don't. I'm a grown man, Mom. Anyways.
You would listen to Pryze because when you get off of your phone with Pryze, you get free stuff.
Ooh.
Vacations, PlayStations, groceries, Nikes, basically whatever you want.
So gamified attentiveness.
Yes, exactly. And then it grew, right? It's not just the cell phone side.
Yeah.
It's so much more. When the operators realized that we could actually get people off of their cell phones, they were like, can you make them do anything else for us? And we're like, yeah, sure. What do you need?
It's a digital carrot.
Yeah, pretty much. And they were like, yeah, well, we want them to like sell more McFlurries. We want them to show up to work on time. We want them to wear their name tag and their visor when they come to work. And we're like, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so let's walk through how that works, Natalia. I mean, I have so many questions right now. Where were you? When did you have the great idea? All this other stuff. But first, let's just talk about this idea of I can help motivate and incentivize my employees on the spot. Is it I watch you doing something right and go, like this, or how does it work?
It's a little more automated nowadays, so I'm sure we'll throw in AI and all of this good stuff in later. But basically, it's more of an operating system, right? So we're connected to all of the systems that already exist in your business, and then we'll set the baseline metrics. So like automatically, when they increase that average ticket, whatever from $15 to like $16, you get your prize points. Then you can go cash out your prize points for all this free stuff on the app.
And how do they know if they're on the phone or not?
Yeah, so that part's super simple, but very unique to Pryze. But basically, every time they come to their shift, they lock into the Pryze timer. And for that time spent like there on Pryze and not on TikTok, not on Instagram, then they're also earning points. So it's all like gamified. There's challenges, leaderboard competition, all that good stuff. I'm super competitive, so that's like a big piece of the puzzle there. And they're into it, right? And we're humans, so we like free stuff.
Okay, so this is a very fun idea. Where were you? What were you doing? What made you think of this?
Yeah, I was giving out cookie samples at my restaurant. I used to own, my co-founder and I used to own Great American Cookies and Marble Slab Creamery. So we're like in mall concepts and you have to like hand out samples and pull people in. And it literally was there. People had called out. All of a sudden I'm working the closing shift. I think it was my birthday and I was like, I really don't want to be here. And I'm on my cell phone and I own the joint. Like imagine them, right? They have no incentive to not be on their cell phone. And then I connected with my partner who's more finance, spreadsheet, logistics. And what he was complaining about is what I was complaining about, just in different languages. So we were like, what can we do here? What exists? Every benefits program or like rewards program type of thing only existed for corporates, like office settings. So we couldn't afford to just give someone $100 because it was their birthday, right? Like they don't even last 3 months. It's like they're not making that money for us. So then I started to like ideate a concept that would benefit or like reward the employee and the employer. So when we made money, they made money, and just like make a good little cycle out of that.
There's so much to unpack. It's mind-blowing because I've started a business. Nothing like an enterprise software solution, right? There's a lot of grit that has to go into it. There's a lot of determination, funding, getting the right partners. Like, tell me about that journey, like from pencil and paper to I'm now implemented in some places.
Yeah, from Cookie Store to like Shark Tank. I always tell people, right?
Were you on Shark Tank?
I wasn't on Shark Tank, but real life Shark Tank, right?
Like, so life is the Shark Tank, folks.
So I do pitch to VC, so we are venture backed, but it pretty much went from, so actually before that, my background is just being an hourly employee. Essentially in retail and restaurants.
I love that so much.
I was a professional athlete for like my whole life, so I didn't really have a work background in that sense. Then I became the manager of these cookie stores, and my partner was like, oh, you're kind of good at this whole franchise, people building, selling cookies type thing. And I was like, yeah, I enjoy it. So he's like, let's open more. And I was like, sure, but I don't have any money. He's like, that's fine. I got the money, you got the work. So then we started opening more cookie stores together. And that was like pretty cool journey. That taught me a lot of how to do, what to do, different, right? Because I'm literally washing dishes and like scrubbing the floor.
And you're feeling the pains that you're about to solve,
exactly,
right?
Exactly. So after that, I basically just did a ton of research, was inspired by Shark Tank. Like I'm a person who watched it all the time, and I was like, can it be that hard? Is it that hard?
Right.
Let me just go out into the world and find it. And I found amazing partners, like you said, mostly people who have owned their own restaurant and retail. Like when you get it, right? And that's the thing.
Yeah.
I had previously pitched or tried to get investment from like lawyers, right? Or I don't know, wealthy people who had never lived that lifestyle.
They don't understand it.
Or were so disconnected, and all they would be like, is this really a problem? Is this really affecting sales? And I'm like, yeah, literally everything affects sales, by the way.
Right. So unhappy employees don't upsell, don't greet guests, don't make people feel good about coming in.
Correct. One of our biggest things in the cookie store was like we couldn't get them to just sell more and connect with that customer in that brief moment. They were basically order takers. And when we implemented like the Pryze system into our own restaurants, they changed from like just serving a chocolate chip cookie, like, okay, here you go, to saying, yeah, like, oh, you like chocolate chip? You will definitely like this Domino cookie, right? It's like double chocolate, whatever. And it's buy 3, get 1 free, and you can't have cookies without milk, right? And all of a sudden our average ticket almost tripled.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So those are the types of thing that we're seeing with our customers, because not only do we have like the rewards, that's what basically powers it, right? That motivates them on day one. But there's a lot of messaging that goes into it. And I'm sure you can imagine with like the newer generation of workforce, like they don't want you kind of nagging on them and telling them to sell more cookies, sell more milk, right? So it comes from a trusted partner, Pryze, right? It comes from someone like cool like them. Definitely not me making this messaging, it's our Gen Z team, but they're talking directly to them and they're reminding them though. So they're saying like, hey, FYI, your goal is to sell 50 large combos and you're only at 30. Here's the tips and tricks to sell more of them. Or like, don't let Natalia pass you on the leaderboard. You're 100 points away from that PlayStation.
Is there that kind of digital coaching that happens along the way?
Yes.
That you're competing, making people compete against each other in there?
Yeah, absolutely. So
there's the athlete.
Yeah. There you go. So we do have two sides because not everyone is that competitive, but accountability and things like that. And basically we are really an extension of management ownership to amplify that voice. So we're automating a lot of that process. So like they don't have to go around like I did many times. I'm like, can you please just offer the chocolate chip with M&Ms? Like, upsell, sell the strawberry Valentine's cookie. Like, come on guys. So we're automating that process. We're also, like I said, when we tap into all the systems, then we have like the whole picture of the human.
Yes.
Right? So we have the whole picture of the business to drive the actions and the human. So then I can do things like maybe you're a gym bro, right? So the messaging is coming to you. And it's like, hey, don't forget to like earn your 1 year like Planet Fitness gift card on Pryze by selling this, showing up to work these many times and doing those things. But then I like just had a baby, so it's offering me Target gift cards and like Carter's gift cards and things like that. So very
Does
personalized.
that feed into any kind of employee reviews? Here's how you're doing, because when we do these management reviews, they get their updates.
Yeah, 100%. So it basically, instead of doing it quarterly, right, like in long periods of time, it's doing it more frequently for them so that they can change behavior. This generation is really into like transparency and culture and like feeling seen and heard and part of a thing.
Yes.
So we're really tapping into that to have them like choose to come into work and like be the best that they can be that day. So that's what we're trying to do, create high performing employees every single shift.
That's so fun. So can you share anybody you're working with today?
Yeah, absolutely. We work with some brands like Paris Baguette, Tropical Smoothie, Krispy Kreme, Dave's Hot Chicken as well.
What's up, Jim Biddix?
We are also in a couple different industries. So daycare, Amazon warehouses, retail, trampoline parks. Yeah, so as long as there's hourly employees, right, who are kind of underappreciated or underperforming, we're there to pick them up and cheer them on.
I love it. You created your own category.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, really,
yeah,
you created your own category. That's fantastic. Natalia, if people want to talk to you about this, they hear something that sparks it, what's the best way to get a hold of you guys?
Totally. You can probably reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'd like to spend a lot of time there, and just talking to everyone and seeing what's going on in the industry and really building. Yeah, and you can check out our website, pryzeapp.com. And yeah, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear what you're building so we can support what you're building.
Fantastic. And then last question, where are you going to be next? If somebody wants to meet you in person and talk about this, are you going to be at the NRA show? Or are you doing food on demand?
We'll be at, we have like one a month. So between brand shows, it's a lot. So between brand shows, we will also be at NRA. We'll be at QSR Evolution as well. That's coming up. Paris Baguette show, Burger King show as well. Shout out to them.
Fantastic. Well, this is so cool. I'm rarely surprised with something new, and this is something new, and I am surprised. So
Thank
Natalia,
you so
I wish
much.
you I don't think I need to wish her luck. I think she's got luck down. I wish you continued growth and success.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, everybody, this has been the ChatGTM podcast here with Natalia with Pryze. You know how to get a hold of her, or you have any questions, and for some reason you can't find her, I'll track her down for you. But for now, have a blessed day. We'll see you guys on the next one. Stay tuned for more RLC fun.